NCIS is a cult classic TV series, but even some of the most popular series of all times have some really bad episodes. Over the past few years, NCIS hasn't been doing well, but even during the classic seasons of the series have had some bad episodes according to fans. Fans have lots of power over what people think of the series, and they've posted their opinions for years. So, what are some of the worst episodes of the series? Well, stay tuned because today we are going to cover the worst episodes on NCIS ranked. First up, what has been happening with NCIS over the past few years? As we all know, over the past few years, NCIS hasn't been doing the greatest. Many of the original cast members have departed from the series, and the majority of the cast are just new actors that you wouldn't recognize from early seasons of the show. Fans love the characters in the series, but over time, they have slowly left, so many of the main fans are hating on the series now. Even though it's been going on for over 19 seasons at this point, fans are just sick of what's been going on. Because of this, fans are looking back into the past of the series to find some outstanding episodes for them to watch. However, in doing so, they have found out some of the worst episodes in the series from the early seasons and storylines. There isn't that many bad episodes from early on, but today we are going to cover them in ranked order. Number 3 is Obsession. The first episode we are going to cover is Season 7, Episode 21 of the series titled Obsession. This episode depicts the sudden death of a Navy lieutenant, and the NCIS crew have to investigate what really went on. DiNozzo actually attempts to interview the lieutenant's sister, but she is found to be missing. During the episode, Gibbs and Ziva find out a plot coming from inside the Navy Info-Ops Center. The entire episode is just out of place, especially when DiNozzo finds the sister through a borderline obsession, which is where the episode's title comes from. The main reason why fans seem to hate this episode is because of how overall great Season 7 actually was. This season was a great part for the story and the character progression. Each character had some great development, and it was a turning point for characters like Ziva. The episode also highlights some terrible out-of-character moments for DiNozzo that really make no sense at all. Throughout the series, DiNozzo had never gone that far to interact with a woman, but in this episode, he turned into a completely different character just to serve the overall plot of this terrible episode. There is no reason as to why DiNozzo would do this, and fans just hate it. The episode shows how some bad writing can ruin an episode and characters. They needed to do more research into the characters and how they would have reacted if they were writing for NCIS. This was the number 3 worst episode in the series. And now, up next is number 2, Cracked and Dog Tags. Abby is one of the fan favorite characters, and it was sad to see her leave the show one of the most recent seasons. Fans just love everything about her and her interactions in the series. So, when an episode does this character dirty and ruins what fans love her for, they are sure to hate it forever. 2 episodes are in one here because they serve the same purpose for fans, ruining Abby's character for the purpose of the plot. These episodes are Cracked and Dog Tags from Season 8, Episode 6 and Season 5, Episode 13, respectively. Cracked covers a story in which Abby has to investigate a coding case involving a dead body. Instead of paying more attention to solving the case, she dives into the coding aspect, and she cares more about the code than the case. This just doesn't make sense for the character, and it really shows the lazy writing the writers had on this episode. Her becoming enthralled in that aspect of the case was very repetitive and made no sense to the audience. They really just didn't care about her character, as this version of Abby just served the overall plot. This one was hated by the audience as much as the next one. The episode Dog Tags is very similar, as it just doesn't allow for Abby to grow and hinders her character for the sake of the plot and its poor story. During a story in which McGee is injured by an officer's dog, Abby dives into saving the dog rather than solving the case and its motive. It's the same formula as the previous episode, and it just ruins what Abby stands for. Yes, she likes dogs and cares for different aspects of the case. That is why fans love her so much, but it is never something that stops the case from being solved, and for story purposes. This aspect of Abby serves the plot, not the plot itself. In this case, it just ruins what she stands for and makes absolutely no sense. What do you think about this episode? Let us know down in the comments section below. And our number 1 worst episodes are Jackknife and Thirst. Ziva is another character that fans really love and hated when the series did her dirty. Her character was always super defined, and you knew exactly what type of person she was. So when in an episode where she goes undercover as a truck driver for basically no reason, fans had had enough with the writers. This was in the episode Jackknife from Season 7. Thirst also sees something awful happening. In the episode, we see former A Charlie's Angel star as a character named Courtney. She is a serial killer that fans just really really hated. The casting was terrible and really made no sense for the character they were trying to portray in this episode. Overall, these two episodes are as bad as each other and show off some of the worst aspects of NCIS as it went into its later seasons. However, no matter how bad some of these episodes may be, the series will always be legendary. NCIS has its amazing and great moments in many of its seasons and episodes. That is what needs to be remembered, rather than some really bad apples in the mix. From what we know, these episodes are both disapproved of by fans, seemingly in relation to decisions for character roles and casting. The strengths of NCIS in terms of its casting and character relationships seem to also serve as a double-edged sword, because if they get it wrong in any episode, it becomes the show's greatest weakness. Let us know down in the comments section below what you think of these episodes and how bad people truly think they are. And now, into some NCIS news. NCIS Michael Weatherly quits role on Bull after 6 seasons. Been an honor. Though he left NCIS many years ago to helm the series Bull, it looks like Michael Weatherly is leaving the series after 6 seasons. He announced this just a few days ago. He appeared on NCIS as Special Agent Tony DiNozzo and left the series after 13 seasons. He then joined Bull back in 2016. However, even though he left NCIS for the role, he is now leaving Bull behind and moving on to other series. This departure was pretty sudden, and no one really saw it coming. Michael Weatherly took to Twitter to share his statement about quitting the role. He wrote on his social media account, "Hello all, it's been my privilege to play Dr. Jason Bull, but after 6 seasons of incredible storylines, I've decided it's time to pursue new creative challenges and bring his story to a close. It has been an honor to work with this talented cast, crew, and writing-producing team who helped reinvent the legal drama. Stay tuned for a big series finish. Thanks to all the fans from the bottom of my heart, you will always be part of our Bull family," he concluded. He has led the cast since 2016 and was doing super well in the role. If for some reason you don't know, his character, Dr. Jason Bull, was a psychologist and a trial science expert with the signature ability to get his clients free. Jason was a loved character because he used his skills, alongside those of his team, to select the right jurors for his clients and help his clients' lawyers decide which type of argument will win over jurors best. However, even before this news came out, it didn't seem like Season 7 was getting confirmed anytime soon. And that's the end of the video. NCIS may have had its ups and downs, but overall, the series has and always will be iconic and legendary. These characters are household names for many people, and nothing can take away from the early magic that was NCIS. Hopefully, you enjoyed this latest video. If you did, would you please let us know down in the comments section below? It would be very helpful. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel with the notification bell rung. Thank you for watching today's video. Bye!